Welcome everybody to No Risk No Farm. My name is Leo Risk and the challenge of today is to assemble a wood splitter. We bought a brand new wood splitter and it's hidden in this box. And I've never done that before, so it will be quite a new experience. And yeah, stick around and we'll figure it out. I think the first step is to cut open the straps here. Oh, they're quite tough. Some of you can recall we cleaned out this barn from all the bales, and this will be the new home for the splitter. There we go. Let me clean this up quickly so that's not a hazard. I brought some tools here because I don't really know what's all needed, so I brought all kinds of tools and we'll see what we will need actually. The manual is supposed to be inside, but I'm not quite sure if that's the case, so okay. There we have it. Parts are still a little bit frozen. Hey Nala, are you my big helper today? Are you my big helper? Can you read the manual for me? Yeah? Okay, let's go. Let's go and find the manual. Here's the tires. Oh, here it is. Owner's manual. Okay. Hopefully the instruction is also in there, how to assemble it. First, I think we should take out everything so that we have an overview of what's going on here. Well, this was quite a workout already, but now comes a really heavy part, the unit itself. I might need the tractor for that, not sure. It is screwed to the crate, and yeah, I think I have to unscrew it first and then take some chains or something and pull it out there. Okay, I think now we have to lift it out of the box. Should we try it? Oh wow. Yeah. So now that everything is unboxed, I was looking for the manual for the installation or installation instruction. I could only find the owner's manual for the gasoline engine, but not actually how to assemble it. I know the guy who sold it to me, he sent me an email, so I didn't open it yet, so maybe I should do that. Okay, I'll be back in a couple seconds. So yeah, I checked my email and sure enough, I had the instruction assembly manual there. It's a 16-page document. So for everybody who had the privilege to assemble an IKEA kitchen or something like that, that should be not a big thing here. Yeah, we have to use a tractor though. Even though I could avoid to use it while taking out the main frame out of the box. Now I have to hold it a little bit higher up in order to be able to assemble this bracket underneath. So it's a little bit bigger task, and yeah, the tractor might be useful for that. Yeah, this is pretty heavy stuff here. Okay, we'll see how we can actually assemble it. Might need a second pair of hands here. Yeah, first bolt is done. 3 more to go. No. This is the engine mount. This is a platform where the engine will sit on. You might be wondering what kind of wood splitter this is. This is a kinetic wood splitter. It's not using hydraulic. It has flywheels, as you can see here. Those 2 flywheels. They turn and basically kind of have the energy stored, and as soon as you pull the lever, this piece comes out and pushes the wood against the actual splitter there. And then it has 2 springs here in the back, and those springs bring this back here. So the cycle time is about 3 seconds compared to a hydraulic unit, which is about 10 to 15 seconds. So this should be much faster. We'll see how it actually works when it's assembled. And now that we have tightened down all those 4 screws, we have to put on this counter plate here. That's what we're gonna do next. Now that we have the base mounted to the frame, the next step is to actually put the tires on. It's a pretty easy process. Here is a bigger nut and a washer, and basically you put the tire on, insert the washer again, and just hand tighten the screw. Oh, there we go. See, if you do it quick, then it's kind of yeah, there we go. Just hand tighten it, and then there is a counter pin that goes into the opening here, because this is not meant to drive on a highway or something. It's just here on the yard, and then basically just bend the counter pin. Okay, the first wheel is mounted. Now we proceed with the second one here quickly. So I realized the main struggle was to actually install the counter pin, because it's so tight here, and yeah, I had to do it off camera. Somehow it was a little bit embarrassing. Yeah, we'll see if we have more luck with this one. Yeah, that went way better. Okay, then the last step with the wheel assembly is to put on this cover cap here. I use a piece of wood to prevent it from damage with hammer. Yeah, that's it for this step. It's getting kind of dark outside. I think we will continue another day, and for you it will be just a second later. For us it will be a different day. See you then. Yeah, today we will continue with this project, and the next step is installing the log table. When I picked the machine, I purposely choose the bigger log table so that we have a little bit more space around the actual splitter, so that the splitted pieces don't fall off the table right away, and you don't have to bend as much. Yeah, first of all, we have to install this piece to the side and then move on like this. Okay, now I tightened the screws down, but not all the way. That's how the instruction says it. The table holds on 5 screws in total. One sits here in the back, and 4 are sitting here in the front. 2 of them are holding just the hitch. You see, we put the hitch on already. 2 of them holding just the hitch, and 2 of them are going through the bracket here, holding down the table, and also the main I-beam here, and connect all the way through the hitch. So that's what's happening here on this side. On the other side it's very similar, or actually the same. Yeah, let's do that, and then we'll show you how it looks like when both halves are assembled here. Now, what would I do without you, my big helper? Go, go, go. Okay, so what we did now, we assembled or mounted the second half of the table, like in the same way like the first one. The screws are snug, but not 100% tight yet. And now the next step is to put on this leg underneath it to support the hitch. It has 2 screws, or basically 1 screw that attaches it firmly, and then one of those clamps. Let's say you have it in this way for operation, and in this way it folds up, and then you can basically transport it. So yeah, okay, let's do that, and then we'll continue. It goes basically here in this spot. Now the leg is installed, the bolt is tightened all the way, and the pin holds it nicely in place. And the next step is to install these brackets underneath the table here to support it and to line it up. What I like so far about the setup, how it came, each screw was exactly in its place, so you don't have to look for the location of each screw and stuff. So you basically take it out and go step by step, and you know exactly where it goes. So I like that about this setup here. So okay, let's install those 2 brackets, and then I'll show you how it looks like. Today feeling a little bit stiff here. Yesterday my son forced me to go to the gym with him. I almost regret it already. I feel like a 100-year-old grandma. Everything is hurting. But yeah, I have to finish this. The weather is good, so we have to keep going. So I tightened all the bolts underneath. Yeah, in this step it's very important to follow the instruction to not tighten it up front. Guess how I learned it. Yeah, so now there is a little plate here, little bracket, which aligns those two table halves here. Let them, yeah, it's really nice that the head is rounded so that the pieces of wood won't be stuck there. It's pretty sturdy already. I tried to wiggle it a little bit, and yeah, it's all good. I'm pretty happy so far. All right, that is tight. Yeah, so this is pretty sturdy, as I said. I'm not quite sure about the front here. So as I said before, I opted for the bigger table here when I placed the order. And I can't see a bracket right now which would support the front. So it is a little bit, wobbly. But that's not a big deal. I mean, if we see that's an actually issue, then we will put something underneath here and support it a little bit more. The next step on the instruction is the engine, which will be, I think, the most important step. And it has 4 brackets here. You can maybe recall from last time we installed this whole thing here, and now we have actually to mount the brackets or the engine here to this bracket. Okay, now it's heavy, but not too heavy, so you can handle it. Here you go. This is your new home for the next couple years or till you blow up. Yeah, so now we will install the engine. They have some rubber buffers here that hold the engine in place, and yeah, 4 of those. We screw it down, and then you can see here some adjustment screws. As soon as the engine is in place and the belt is connected to the flywheels, we can adjust those screws to make it fit nice and tight. Yeah. So I just put on the belt here. The engine is connected already to the flywheel, and the next step is I will tighten down those bolts here just a little bit so that they stay in place nice, but not too tight so that I can still adjust these screws. I have to pay attention that the engine sits on the same level so that it's not crooked, but that is the next step. So first I will just tighten down the screws. Therefore I need some 1/2-inch wrenches on top and bottom, so I will do that here. Yeah, it's still flexible enough or loose enough that I can use the screws, these adjustment screws. So I'll go ahead and also tighten the front ones here. Now I pre-tightened those 4 bolts so that the engine is in place nicely already, and now the instruction says that I have to position the engine properly. So it says I have to tighten the engine till the belt has a movement of about 1/2 inch or so. So the challenge is to align it properly. So for that I will use two tools, I would say. This angle I will use to kind of give me a rough idea of how the engine sits in reference to the I-beam. And I also brought a measuring tape here. I will measure the base of the engine, the distance here between this bracket and the end of the installation bracket here. Okay, now I'm pretty happy with the result so far. I took some measurements and adjusted it back and forth. So now I feel comfortable to actually bolt it all down and make it tight. So now the engine is tightened down. We realized that I forgot to put on the second belt first time, so we did that off camera. Put it on. It was a pretty easy process. And now, before we cover everything up, we are really curious how it actually runs. So we figured, okay, let's give it a first try and see how it goes. So we've filled up the engine already, checked the oil level, and now I have just to mount this release handle here, which is pretty straightforward. It has this little receiver here, which basically engages the pusher with the flywheel when operating. So you will see in a bit how it works. So I figured I will leave it open so that we can see the guts here. I pre-tightened it just by hand, and now it has two little bolts here on the back that holds everything together. I'll not fully assemble it, just install it in place so that it runs for maybe a couple seconds so that we can see everything is in good order. And then it has this spring which basically brings the lever back again when it was operated. Okay, like this. So we can see how it actually engages here. As soon as the flywheels are turning, and then we are ready to split, then we basically pull the handle up, and then the inner system here engages the pusher like that. So and then the pusher comes out. Okay, now I'm excited for the first start here. So the engine has a couple of switches here, the on-off switch here up in the front, which is I think standard on that engines, and then it has throttle and little fuel control here. So it's on here. Give it a little bit throttle here. Okay, see how it goes. Almost. There we go. Run. I will try it. So I'm pretty happy with the first run, and I think we can continue to assemble it. Now that we know that the machine runs, we will start putting on all the covers. First, I will have to take the handle off again, and then we have three pieces here. One is the cover for the flywheels, and then we have another cover here for the belt, and then here is a bumper type of thing that goes by the engine. So we will go ahead and assemble those and go from there. All right, the covers are installed. The main cover for the flywheels and the belts are also hidden, and the bumper thingy is also mounted. Now the next step would be to install the crane. It has four components basically. The first is it goes here. It's the pulley for the rope, and then we have the base for the crane, which is mounted to the axle. Then we have a swivel part, which allows the crane to swing, and then actually the top beam. Okay, let's do it step by step and see how it goes. I realized while attaching this pulley for the rope that you will need a bit longer Allen key, and it's hard to apply force to the screws or to the bolts because they are on the very bottom of this piece, and it attaches to the one of the flywheels. So you need some extensions or extra long Allen key, and there is basically three of those screws where you need the Allen key, and one where you need a 16 millimeter socket, also with an extension. It's very deep in there. Yeah, just consider that. The next step is to install the base of the crane. It has a little counter piece for the bottom, which goes here under the axle, and then it's held by four of those heavy-duty bolts and nuts. So that's what we do next. Now the base is mounted, and we install the swivel piece here, which makes the whole crane turning around. And then it has this lever on the back end, so you can basically have it fixed in a fixed position here, like this. And if you need to turn it, then you just basically lift the lever here, spring loaded. So and then it's like this. So and now the next step is to install the upper beam here, which will go like this, and it has also a little counter pin here for transporting. Basically, if you pull it here, you can fold the upper beam down and then have it ready for transport. That's how the beam looks like when it's fully assembled. And The only thing missing is the rope yet, but yeah, that will be our final step. Now we are installing the cross braces here for support. One of them goes here. Are you helping me? And the other one, Nala, wait. And the other one connects to the front of the frame here, like this. Like this. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do next. Okay, the last step is to guide the rope through the arm till it reaches the pulley. So that's what we're gonna do here. Okay, here where the swivel point is, there is an opening where the rope goes through, like this, and then around the bottom pulley, and then the main thing here. Now the very last step will be to install the actual grapple here to the rope, and then to try it out. Now we installed the grapple here and realized that one piece, I don't know if it was missing or if it was meant like that, so I installed a little shackle here and clamped it down like this, so that works. Okay, we will not use the crane today because I don't have a bigger log here, but so I brought just 4 of those little pieces here, and yeah, we'll see how it actually works. Fail. Yeah, as you can see, it works pretty good. I'm happy with the results so far, and this machine will definitely wait for you or for me while working. I know different splitters where you have to wait for the machine till it finished the cycle. So this will not happen with this machine for sure. I noticed even just splitting those couple pieces here that yeah, the cycle is around 3-4 seconds, not more. Yeah, we will use it for a while, and then we will make a little review what we like about it, what we maybe don't like about it, and that will come up in one of the next videos as soon as we have gathered some experience with it. If you like content like this, like and subscribe, and I would love to see you next time. God bless.